What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? Arbanaka? Yes. Um, Shaolin. That those two videos were fucking awesome, man. I tried to do a reply. I tried to do a reply to you. What was it like a couple days ago? And then my internet just like cause well, it was raining and all that stuff. So my internet was kind of crappy. Well, that's part of being on the road. So that was a very interesting song. I liked it. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. And you know, he hates me, and it felt like a kiss. See, like when we're looking at human behavior, right? The further we step away, the further we step away, and we get into modern society, and is but our behavior is based on consequences and repercussion, the law of karma. So, and we also have to look at our environment, what type of programming they are giving us to our environment. Like I remember when I first came here in the States, right? And then I see like women wearing certain type of clothes, dressed up a certain type of way and all that stuff. And to me, it's like, well, the confusion was this: how is that somebody dressed up so provocatively yet claim not to be a hoe? And that was always confusing to me. So it's all about putting up an idea, putting up an image of what the person could be, but their action speaks differently. So I'm trying to figure it out. Like, am I even attacking this to the in the right angle? This is how this is what I mean by this, right? We are energetic beings, so then therefore we portray certain emotion get capitalized, and that's one of the reasons why, like, you know the enticing of the flame. We like fire. There's this captivating effect when it comes to a fire, and that's why men, we like those quote unquote badass chicks until these bitches start doing shit that's too crazy for us to control. It's the same way, like, a lot of these women, they like they like a guy that is dangerous, dangerous to the point whereas, like, he can physically or mentally fuck me up. So with that in mind, there's this level of respect that comes in the relationship. And then this is where a lot of so-called good guy gets it wrong, because they think being a good person means to be harmless. You cannot exude that level of threat, and they want to be just a gentleman, to their women. And when their women continue to push their boundaries to find out where is their limitation, and then they allow her to keep going. So then it's like this, right? When you go to work, and then you late every day, and every time you late, your boss is like, and then you just make up some excuse like, oh, well, I woke up late, I didn't feel like it, blah blah blah, and your boss is like, well, I understand, fine, you know what, just don't do it next time. And then it's like this over and over and over again. At some point, you're not even gonna bother making up an excuse, because motherfucker ain't gonna do shit. And you're gonna also start slacking off on other things that you have to do. So it's the same thing. People do shit as long as they're allowed to get away with it, right? And with women, when it comes to female nature, is that because their nature is geared towards destructive, you know, so then it's like male, we are about order. Duh. We build pretty much everything around us to have this functioning society. But with women, it's all about, trying to figure out where they can actually have an advantage because they are the weaker species. Well, the weaker gender. So they have to seek out where they can actually have an advantage. But the thing is, when you give somebody power over you, then power corrupts. And because of man, we're supposed to be the order against their chaos. So if we allow them to do certain shit, then they're not gonna respect you as a human being. And now we have to look at society, how society portray what the role of women supposed to be and the role of men supposed to be, right? So they try to tell women that, well, you're supposed to, dominate over the men. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. And when she gets into a relationship with a guy that's weak, she can't understand why she doesn't like that shit. She can't understand why she's so frustrated because society tells her that you're supposed to be with a guy that's a pussy, you know? And then, like, it's like this, right? A chick that was in an abusive relationship, once she get with a good guy, quote unquote good guy, she then becomes the abuser. It happens all the fucking time. You know, a bully gets bullied at home, go to school, becomes a bully, and so on and so forth. And female nature, they need a strong hand. They need that father figure to, but now because we live in a society to which now we cannot physically dominate our women, then you have to find a way. You have to be mentally strong. You have to be able to dominate her emotionally as well as logically, because they feed off of emotion, but they also need a guidance to as where their emotion can be directed towards. That's why as a man, if you don't give your woman a level of purpose, then the bitch gets bored, man. So I mean, how is our behavior becomes apparent, right? Our surrounding is plays a very important role. First, we have, we try to mirror our behavior based on our immediate proximity, like your friends, family members. And then you also try to mimic your behavior based on the society which you live in, which is, let's say, if you live in a black community, then you're gonna try to be more black. If you live in a white community, then you're gonna your speech pattern is gonna perceive more of a Caucasian people. And then that's that. And then now you also have to look at further the people that you look up to. Let's say the people that you wouldn't mind becoming. So that's why you have, black kids, they look up to the rappers, the the successful athletes and stuff like that, because these are the folks which TV tells them to look up to. You know, so our role models, our current family, as well as society. So then everything that tells us to stay away from our nature, from our true self. You know, so when these broad listening to Oprah and all these little feel good show, or Sex in the Cities and all that stuff, so yeah, they're gonna pretend that they don't like that aggressiveness about their men. They're gonna pretend that they don't like strong individual, guys with strong character, guys with that actually have boundaries which would not allow them to cross. You know, but like there's a favorite comedian of mine. He's one of my favorite comedian, Patrice O'Neal. Funny as hell. And this dude, yeah, is he misogynist? Yes, like a motherfucker. But the way he describes female nature and the way he describes relationship between men and women, it's like it's brutally honest, and that's just fucking hilarious, you know. And if anybody, like, you know, they should check him out. You know, they should definitely check him out. And it's it's fucking hilarious, man. So yeah, awesome video, Shaolin. I'm looking forward to the next one, man. Peace.